Boom. Hey guys, welcome to Channel 2S and welcome to the second of the new live streams. As you can see right here in front of you, I completed the real grade Unicorn Gundam this morning, and I have some things to say about this kit, but I'm going to save those for tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have the review filmed by then, and if it isn't up by Monday night, it will be up on Tuesday, probably. But, anyways, the last time we met, we were working on the ReZEL Type C. And I had a little bit of a hang-up on the torso here because this part was a pain in the ass. And I screwed it up a bunch of times, then I went back to it shortly after I finished the stream, and you know what? Apparently I was just doing something wrong, because I literally did the exact same thing I'd already done 15 times on the stream, a 16th time, and it worked. So today, we're going to be able to finish building the torso, and hopefully we'll be able to get some stuff done on the arms as well. Yes, it is, definitely wonderful weather is one way you could put it. It's mostly just been kind of cold and rainy up here where I am. Where am I? This is the wrong page in the manual. I don't know why I had it open there. I had everything set up and ready, and then apparently I didn't have the manual correctly out. So, 24. That doesn't look right. That's because it's not right. So hope you guys are all doing well. I know it's been a little while since I've done one of these, but I wanted to kind of bring them back in a sort of semi-regular fashion, so hopefully even if it doesn't become a weekly thing, it'll be at least like bi-weekly or something like that. Hey guys. Let's see, Gundam Info is the first 3 episodes of Wing Remastered. Yes, it does. Definitely a great opportunity to watch it. Yes, that is the RG Unicorn. Review coming Monday, probably. Hi, I am from Ecuador. Okay. So greetings, and maybe I am your only South American fan, so thanks, and I hope one day you can make my favorite Gundam Double X. I do have plans to make a Double X one day. Thank you for the comment, Francisco. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Paul. Hey, guys. Do I think IBO will come back? Probably not. Well, actually, you know what? No. I take that back. I think it will sort of come back because, if I remember correctly, at the end of the commentary, like the kind of DVD commentary for the last episode of IBO, Mikazuki's voice actor actually said something about coming back in a compilation movie. So, even if we don't get more IBO story, we will, at the very least, get a compilation movie, possibly with an alternate ending, because they do that sometimes with them. And of course, since many people were not happy with how IBO ended, that might actually end up being a pretty popular way to watch the show. Let's see. 24. It's this piece right here. There aren't multiple eye runners, are there? No, there aren't. Okay. Just making sure, because there are a lot of duplicate runners on this kit. In fact, there's a lot of kits on it, period. It's a very plastic-heavy model. And I believe this is a... Yes, this is... In fact, all of these pieces are ABS. And speaking of ABS, when I unboxed the RG Unicorn, I said that the G runner was an ABS runner. And not only is that an ABS runner, apparently I looked at it again, it looks like the A1 runner is also ABS. So there's actually 2 runners of ABS on that kit, and let's just say it's immediately noticeable. Because that kit is tight. Very, 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 very tight. Oh, Steffi, I see you got your phone to work. That's good. Let's see. But where are the cashews? I ate them. They were eaten long, long ago. They were good. I'm really hoping I'll be able to get the torso done tonight. I'm not sure how long I have to stream, so hopefully I'll have enough time to get this done, and maybe a little bit of arm as well. I'm not on my phone because that... Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. If my parents find out that I'm on my PC at 1 o'clock, they'll kill me. Oh, I don't doubt it. Well, I know it's strange, but who it's... Photo, you know the best pilot so far using a Gundam, and what's your favorite Gundam? My favorite Gundam is the Goldframe Astray, and my favorite pilot is Lock-on Stratos. What is the cheapest place to get Gundam markers? I'd actually recommend looking at, oh, what was it? I think it might have been Tower Hobbies that had them. I remember I was looking for paint there once, not like at a store, but like online, and they had like all the Gundam markers for like $2 or $3 each. So if you're looking to pick up some Gundam markers, that might not be a bad place to look. Although really, no matter where you go for them, they're going to be like $2 or $3. It's just a matter of how much it costs to ship them. I mean, most, well, I shouldn't say most, but at least a lot of model kit stores generally stock Gundam markers, and if they are charging a little too much to ship them, what you can always do is just throw a couple in with an order of a few kits, and that often will help sort of balance out the shipping cost. Is this the right one? No, it's not. I need this one. What's the better to get to us, ReZEL Type C or the Commander Type? Plan to buy one for my friend's birthday. Well, the Type C is certainly the more impressive looking of the two. I can't really say much as far as comparing their quality because I've only just begun building the ReZEL Type C, and I have never built any other form of the ReZEL. But just going off of general appearance, I'd say the Defensor type here, the Type C, is definitely the cooler looking of the two. Although I do like the Commander type as well. Has some nice wings. And I forgot a nub. I should actually change the blade on this. Yeah, this is not sharp. Mm-hmm. Much better. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Too many cool things I want to order. I saw a Ghost Jigen green for 36, really tempting. Yeah, the Ghost Jigens I've noticed don't seem to go for a whole lot. Hi, Backstep. That new blade smell. Yes, smells like a thin coating of oil and fresh metal. Streams are way more fun if you're in constant fear. Oh, everything's way more fun if you're in constant fear. What's your favorite Barbatos form? Lupus. Just ordered the 1144th Strike Freedom Revive and the Strike Rouge Revive kits. I hope they're good kits. They are very good kits from what I've heard. I have not built either of them, but I am definitely planning on building the Strike Freedom at some point, and maybe the Ale Strike as well. So, how do these go in? It's with... Wait a minute. It's got to be like this. So the one that's facing this way goes on this side, and it pushes in like this. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is... The manual made this look a lot more complicated than it actually is. And I need... Let's see, where is it? Here we go. Some of these I don't even really need the numbers for because it's incredibly obvious what they are. You know, if you need a collar piece, you probably just want to cut off the part that looks like a collar. Hey, Brian. The place you buy your kits, do they deliver to Brazil? Well, I got this from USA Gundam Store, and I think they do deliver to Brazil. However, anywhere, if you live like outside of the U.S., like Brazil, you're generally best off getting your kits from a store that is actually like located within Japan, because otherwise you're basically paying to import a kit twice, since it has to be taken from Japan to the U.S. and then from the U.S. to wherever you are. So I'd recommend looking into stores like Bonsai Hobby or HLJ and seeing if they ship to your country, because I'm actually not 100% sure if either of them ships to Brazil. But I'm sure, unless there's some odd trade thing that goes on between Japan and Brazil, I'd imagine they would. 27. Surprisingly big ball joint for the head. Oh man, this fresh blade is a lot better than that other one. I should really get some more Tamiya blades. These X-Acto ones do not last as long. I have to change them after every couple kits. The Tamiya one lasted me for like 8 months. It was amazing. I need to get more of those. I definitely prefer the high-res Wing Gundam EW. I love not just the fact that it's like a big, fancy, detailed Wing Zero. I just really love the redesign of it. I think they made one of my least favorite Gundam designs look awesome, and that's just fantastic. It really is. How does this go in here? Does it? Wait, does it go in yet? No, it doesn't. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, from the eye runner, what am I going to use? What is this, 18 and 19? Yeah, it's 18 and 19. Or 18 and 17, rather. And I need G20 and F17. G20 is a little pilot's cockpit seat, which is molded as a separate piece. Very nice. What should I build next? Age 1 Astaroth Origin or CC Wound Wart? Whichever one of the... Build anything that's not the Wound Wart. Save that for when you're really desperate. You know, one thing that always annoys me about the Perfect Grade kits is that there's like a really, really obvious size difference between the sitting pilots and the standing pilots. Like on a Master Grade, they're pretty much the same size. Like, I'm sure the sitting pilot's a little smaller. Nope, he's pretty close to, like, they're pretty close to the same size. But if this was a Perfect Grade, the standing pilot would be a lot taller and the sitting pilot would be not a whole lot bigger. Just kind of a weird thing they do. Which kind of makes you wonder which one of the two pilots is closer to 1/60th scale. So we need A1, the big orange chest. Oh, this is a big piece. I really need to grab a new set of nippers too. These ones are kind of reaching the end of their life cycle. Anything else I need to get? Oh yeah, I need an A11. You know, I have to say, for a Unicorn kit, that real grade is actually surprisingly stable. I mean, of course, that's what everyone said about it, but I was a bit surprised by just how, like, solid that thing is. I mean, I could probably drop that on the floor right now and it would be completely fine. Well, not completely fine, but it would still be in, like, the same pose it is and stuff. It would still have all its weapons. What is making the lights flicker? That's not just me, right? Like, the lights are flickering slightly. Maybe it's just me. Or maybe it isn't just me, but you won't be able to see it on the camera because my camera quality is... Whoa, that was a messy nub removal. I'm gonna need to clean that up very carefully. Man, this is gonna be a close save. Still looks pretty terrible, but I kind of saved it, sort of. And I'm going to catch up on the chat a bit more when I'm done with this chest. I just want to knock out a bit of this real quick. Wow, this orange plastic is not wanting to denub in any way that could be considered clean. It is just stressing and chipping and digging all over the place. Good thing I changed my knife blade. Can't imagine doing this with my old knife. Those go here. Now the pilot dudes. These guys can be tricky to denub without shaving off little bits of detail or accidentally pulling off an arm or something. But the 1/100 ones aren't that bad. It's the 1/144th ones that you get with the real grades that can be a real challenge. I can't even begin to imagine how people actually paint those. Like the 1/100 ones, like, I get it. They're big enough, you know, you can get a little brush in there and work your magic, but 1/144th, that's some real Gunpla witchcraft right there. I'm going to get to you guys if you have any questions and stuff in just a moment. Like I said, I'm just kind of focusing on cleaning this up a little bit and then going to check up on the chat. Let's see. Come on, there we go. Okay. Let's see what you guys have been talking about. Any plan for picking up the 00XN riser? Mine ships Monday, actually, so yes. Yes, I do. I need to resharpen my blade. Wait, Steffi, you resharpen your blades? You're not talking about like a little, like these kind of blades, right? Like, because I can't imagine there's much point to resharpening these. I'm assuming you're talking about like a actual like pocket knife or something. I buy a pack of 12 for like $3. Yeah, they're super cheap. Oh, Steffi, if silver bullet is an option, build the silver bullet. No ifs, ands, or buts. Do I have a beard? Not really. I tried to grow one for a while, found that I can't really grow one, so yeah, it's just kind of scruff. The worst of the MG Tournay, the seated Laurent is like half the size of the standing one. Oh wow, that's a real accurate scale. Good thing the cow's the proper size at least. Piedmont, I purple one from. Forget the upcoming Blue Destiny Unit 2. Looks pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, sure. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good mold. I don't know if he's reading cues, but I was wondering what's a good way to smooth nubs without paint. I've tried to sand, but it just makes it worse. Yeah, don't sand nubs unless you're painting. The best you can do is get the sharpest knife you possibly can and shave it as smooth as you can. That's really the only thing you can do without painting. There's not a whole lot else. And if you do have a little bit of a white mark left, one really low-tech thing a lot of people will do is just kind of take their thumbnail and just like scrape at it like that, and it actually works really well. You've probably seen me do that a few times over the course of the stream. It's a surprisingly effective way to get rid of stress marks. I use my manly amount of nail products. Yes, I cannot even begin to think about the number of like cosmetic products that I can suddenly find a use for now that I build Gunpla. Like just yesterday, I was actually using some little kind of like sponge things, like you'd use for makeup or something, to do like a little bit of weathering on an Exia shield. So yeah, there's a lot of uses for things that would normally not be something I'd have in my bedroom. What are your thoughts about the P-Bondi kit from the Build Fighters OVA? I mean, I get why they did it. It's just a 30-minute OVA. They can't push a whole lot of kits for it, and they don't want to be stuck with a bunch of leftover stock, so I get why they went the P-Bondi route. I don't know if I would have made the ones that they chose P-Bondi specifically, but I understand why they did it. Yes, the Zagok is amazing. I think that's, no pun intended, but yeah, it's pretty amazing. I still think they should have done that as an option set, though, like they did with the, what was it called? That thing for the Guion with, like, the chariot that had wheels that were shields. Variable? Valuable pod. The valuable pod. They should have done it like the valuable pod, where it was just like an option set. Yeah, the Psycho GM looks pretty awesome. What is my fave Jigen? Probably the Echoist type, but I do like the look of that new Pico Jigen. Do a face reveal. Already did in the last stream, dude. They made the Fenice Liberta transform into a three-wheel motorcycle. What if they make a Gundam series where mobile suits change into motor vehicles for a Grand Prix? They already did that. It was called the first arc of Transformers Cybertron. Having a sore throat sucks ass. Oh, totally, man. I've been there. That's definitely not fun. That is, like, easily, for me, probably the worst part of getting a cold is the sore throat. I'm relatively new to Gunpla, built an RX-78-2 with Barbatos Lupus, and now on the Goof Custom from 8th MS team. Ooh, good choices. I got into it from your great video on what to know about getting into Gunpla. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I was able to help. Thoughts on GM Sniper Custom Verka? I think it looks pretty damn cool and a lot nicer than the normal one. So, let's take this pile of parts and turn them into a thing that is not a pile of parts. So, pilot dude, seat, guy goes in seat just like that. There's actually some really nice detail on these cockpits. Very nice detail. So these just go like this. Yeah. They just go like that. So this is just single. Yeah, it throws me off sometimes how master grades usually just have single jointed necks, or often do at least. It seems like such a staple on high grades, and then you build a master grade and everything's got really good articulation, but then the neck is just this one single ball joint. So this... Oh, right, transforming. Everything, I keep forgetting that everything about this kit is pretty much built around the transformation, especially in the torso here. So... Oh, I need some little silver stickers. But the question is, are there clear pieces that go over those holes that I'm missing? Because I feel like there are. And if there aren't, there should be. So I need 3 and 3. So, I do like how they did the sensors on this kit. I think the whole, like, silver sticker underneath a colored sensor looks way nicer than what they do on some other models. Like, the RG Unicorn just had, like, clear parts, but you had to put, like, these reflective stickers on top of them. And the problem is, if you didn't put them on, you can't really see the clear parts that well anyway, so you kind of have to use the stickers. I was going to paint some silver behind them at first, but there's no real way to get, like, behind some of them with a Gundam marker, so I didn't. So, A1, goes on top of here. Ooh, it's worrying me that I'm not seeing little amber pieces go in there. That's got me a little bothered, because I like those lenses and I'm really hoping they're supposed to be in there and I'm just missing something. Oh, never mind, found it. They're in the next step. Okay, so all is good and I will not need to do emergency ReZEL surgery. And wow, that is one of the scariest sounding part connections I've ever heard. It literally sounded like I was tearing the kit apart. Oh, that's probably what it was. Feet. His feet were getting caught up on there. Probably shouldn't have forced that through, but it seems like it went okay. So in the end, everything was fine. That I should really be a little more careful with, though. Come on. Wow, this is... There we go. So I need F5, I9, and I21. For that, though, I'm going to check the chat. Yes, that Ed stream was insane. I fell asleep at like 1, and then I woke up the next morning, and apparently he'd streamed like up to like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, holy shit, dude. But yeah, that was an amazing stream. Thoughts on a high-grade Sakibure from Gundam 00? I don't think it's happening ever. I think it's amazing enough that we got the G portent based off of it, but I don't really think we're ever going to see like the original kit. I'm sure there's probably plenty of good resin kits of it, though. Yes, he actually sent the dicks. MG Zaku or a cool Jigen? I'm going to say Zaku. What's with the echo? There's nothing in my current setup that would cause an echo, so I'm guessing that's something on your side, unless there's other people that are hearing that problem, in which case I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, the dick part involved Dragon Dildos, long story. Will I give the reversible a try? No, but I will give the 1.5 a try. Favorite MSV? Probably the Gundam 7th. I love that design. It's like easily my favorite out of like the RX-78 style designs. Like a lot of them I don't really like. I feel they're a little unoriginal. You know, stuff like the Alex, the Ground Gundam. Not really big on those, but the Full Armor Gundam 7th and also the just basic Gundam 7th just really click with me, and I love them so much. I really wish we had a kit of just the basic Gundam 7th. All we really have is that high grade of the Full Armor one. There is cat hair everywhere in here. I 19 and 21. But yes, I was actually going to do this stream yesterday, and then I started watching Ed's stream, and I never stopped watching Ed's stream, and that's why you're watching this today. And I need the two B parts. And these are B5s, right? Yeah, these are B5s. So how are these? Oh, I see. I hope to God there's not like a little bit of... No, okay, there isn't. As I was pressing those in, I thought, oh God, what if there's a bit of like dirt or something on the back of it that's going to be forever sealed in there and I'll never be able to get it out. Ever. I'm going to have to live with the shame for as long as I have to look at this kit. Looks very nice. Where is my knife? It's right here. Let's a little too much taken out of there, but it's no big deal. It's just an internal part. Whoa. That needs to be cleaned up a bit. So, these go like this. This goes like this. I believe that's correct. Well, that's a nice simple cockpit. Just a little open and close. Very effective. Now this attaches down onto here. And I guess this just swings down over. Whoops, that's not supposed to come out. I don't think. Unless it is supposed to come out. Nah, it wouldn't. How does this... Oh yeah, they swing out like this. Okay. Slowly figuring it out. There we go. There's the first goal of the night completed. That went a lot faster than I thought it would. Hopes for a 0079 Origin-style remake? Very high. Very, very high hopes. Have I gotten around to the Afrit Schneid yet? No, I ended up not having enough to buy one this month, or, well, not this month, I guess last month. I wasn't able to get one in August. Might get one later this month, maybe. Thoughts on the Star Wars model kits by Bondi? I think they look really cool. I think they look even better if you, like, really weather and paint them up. I don't really have the skills to do that yet, so I haven't tried any of them, but they do look pretty nice. I especially like the character kits. I think some of them actually look better than the figure arts. Yeah, 2.0 F91 would be pretty good because while it is a really cool kit, the proportions on it are a little weird looking, like especially that face. It has that kind of old school Master Grade face where it looks like he's kind of always just either sad or scared, and it just looks a little weird when you put it next to a newer kit. How long is the stream going to go for? Probably around 2 hours. But the Zakus are expensive. Shars is 38, White Ogre 36, and for the high mobility ride in the Matsunaga, it needs a base, and the Matsunaga has scary water slides. That's actually pretty cheap for a Master Grade. Usually you can find the Zaku 2.0s for under 40. And as for the high mobility ones, yeah, I'd honestly recommend probably Raiden's Zaku as like the best one out of the bunch, but that's just mostly just off my personal opinion of which one looks the best, because I haven't actually built any of them, and I need to do that. Yes, when Jeremy joined, that's when the stream got real interesting. Cool, I probably just ended up getting the MG version. Okay, you're still talking about the F91. What's the best HG kit that needs a revive? Well, if it's the best HG kit, it doesn't need a revive. Or does it? Could they make the best kit better? Maybe. I don't really think we need a Gelgig revive. The old one's actually pretty darn good. GM Command. Ooh, that is a good one, and they could actually just retool the high-grade Universal Sentry, too. Hey, there's a P-Bondi idea. Nightingale high-grade. See, the Nightingale is one of those designs I've never really been able to get into. It always looks just like kind of, I guess, mobile armory, and like not in a good way, like just a big blob. And like, it's certainly big, and that's cool, but I've never really felt the need to own one. GPO1, that's another really old high grade, although that is a real grade, so it doesn't really need one. Jigen Revive would be pretty nice, and I'm sure Bandai would love that too, and they'd make all sorts of different variations. Oh yes, Jetfire made a very good point. The Zaku 2, we don't have a high grade, just plain old classic 0079 Zaku 2, we just got the Origin ones. We could really use like an animation style Zaku 2 Revive, that would be really fun. Zaku 3, that's another good one. Finished snapping up Amita's Hyakuren last night. Pretty good kit for the $12 price tag. Yeah, I actually kind of talked about it a little bit when I reviewed my Roe. Really fun kit. I love the weapons on that, and the Hyakuren's got a lot of the same pros as that did. So yeah, really fun kit. Yes, dude, Power Prime, we do need more Thunderbolt kits. We need all the Thunderbolt kits. Also, the Origin Zaku 2 was in the right scale for Vive RX-78. Really? I guess. I mean, I put them side by side before, and they seem like they're pretty close. Although I'm not really sure how tall the Zaku 2 is actually supposed to be next to it. Since you never really see them, like, standing next to each other, they're kind of just fighting in space and stuff. Zeeks don't need everything. Oh, but the Zeeks will get everything anyway, Steffi, and you know it. Oh, he meant best candidate for a Revive. Well, in that case, I mean, I guess the obvious choice would be to say Gundam Alex, just because the high grade's kind of crap. But honestly, I don't have a huge desire for a Gundam Alex, because as much as I love War in the Pocket, the Gundam design itself just kind of doesn't really do much for me. It's another one of those RX-78s that I just can't really get into, but I guess generally it really should have one. G-Armor. Ooh, the G-Armor is actually... That's one kit that I actually really want to pick up, just because it's such a weird, obscure thing that, like, nobody talks about, but it looks like a fun kit. Thoughts on the real grade Zaku 2 high mobility type? I think it's perfectly fine. I'm not going to be buying one because I don't really like the real grade Zaku 2 mold, but I'm certainly not upset that it exists. Are there any good Stardust memory kits? Yeah. Actually, most of them. The Domtropin, the Gelgug Marine, and the GPO1 and GPO3 are really old and really not that great, but some of the newer ones, like the GM Custom, like the GM Cannon 2, the GM Type C, the Power GM, those are all actually really good kits. So is the Dracy and the Gerbera Tetra. There's actually a lot of Stardust memory kits, and they're all pretty great. Except for the Master Grades, unfortunately, they're old as hell. They would make so many Thunderbolt people on Iaku guys, it would break my wallet. Oh, that would break my wallet and my heart, because I would have to own all of them, and that would be very expensive. I want to... Oh, God, yes, XS Revive. Dude, not just XS Revive, XS Verka. Like, that is, like, my ultimate dream kit right now. I mean, come on. That would... Bandai must realize how much money they'd make with that. I mean, it's like the most badass-looking Gundam. It's huge. It looks awesome. It's by Hajime Katoki, so that's like guaranteed sales right there. I mean, that's like the perfect December kit. And the cool thing about the XS is if you strip off the armor, it's just a normal S Gundam, so they don't need to do two separate kits. It's genius. Just can't wait for my Master Grade Just a Cannon to get here. Yeah, you're gonna like that kit. The Master Grade Just is pretty awesome. Thought on the lack of 1/144th mobile armors? I was actually just talking about that with a friend a few days ago. I'm not really that bothered by it, but that's mostly because I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the mobile armor designs. However, there are some like the Renjin that I think would be pretty cool to see as 1/144ths. But yeah, I honestly think most of them work better as like smaller like 1/300 scale kits, just because they don't have a lot going for them in design-wise. Like, again, like that comes back to my problem with the Nightingale, where it's big, but there's not a lot going on with it. It's just kind of a big brick. And I think sometimes with some of the mobile armors, they kind of fall into that same pit of just not looking cool enough, at least by my standards. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that like the mobile armors. Oh, actually, speaking of which, on a similar tangent, I was recently surprised by how hard it is to find a decent, not even just a kit, just like any kind of physical representation of the Queen Mansa. Like, I love that design. It's such a cool looking mobile suit, and it's not like it's that obscure, but there's like nothing of it. There's a BB Senshi kit, There's the Gundam Collection kit, which is like super tiny. It's like smaller than a high grade. And then there's a very, very expensive Assault Kingdom figure, and like that's it. And I couldn't believe that that awesome looking mobile suit had so little going for it, so little merch out there. Yes, XS Best Girl. Well, technically the OS piloting it or assisting in piloting it is female, so you could make an argument for that. The Yakushiki Revive for me was a little disappointing. Yeah, like, it's not a bad kit. Like, it's got the articulation and the sculpting down. It's just the gold is a little not gold enough. What do I think MG 200 will be other than the Atlas Gundam? I mean, I guess it could be like... I don't know. I don't want to think too hard about that question right now. Yeah, oh, maybe MG Shars. Oh, I would be so mad if it was Sharzakyu. I don't know if you guys know this. If you do, if you've been like following this channel for like a year or two, you probably know. Well, wait, maybe you don't know because I don't think I was doing Gunpla News back when this came out, but I was really pissed off when they announced the Master Grade Origin Gundam because that whole year was just repaint, retool, repaint of just really half-ass stuff no one cared about, and we only got a couple like really cool kits. So I was like really hoping the December kit would be something good, and then they do it and it's another fucking RX-78, and not only that, to just throw salt in everyone's wounds, they made it a brand new mold. That budget could have gone to so many things, but they were like, nope, let's make a slightly different version of the exact same thing we've sold 14 times already. I mean, I know it's a good kit, but I just can't get into it for that reason. Thunderbolt Dom needs a kit ASAP. Dude, the Thunderbolt Dom needed a kit 2 years ago. Like, that is like one of the highest priority kits for me as far as Thunderbolt wants go, like just behind the Akugai. Gog's up there too, so is the, what's it called, Gelgoog. Gelgoog's up there too. Aqua GM, of course. Aqua GM's always high up there. There's just so many great designs from that show. I really don't think there's a single bad Thunderbolt design. Phantom Gundam. What's the Phantom Gundam? Isn't the Queen Manso mobile armor? Yes, it is, but it's humanoid. Sorry, guys, got a bit of Triscuit in my throat. The Queen Mansa is a mobile armor, but it's Jesus. Yes, it is. It's a mobile armor, but it's humanoid, so I sort of semi-count it as a mobile suit, even though it isn't really. They should make a re-revive for the Yakushiki, because the last one was so disappointing. Well, they might make a plated version at some point, maybe. I'm surprised they haven't yet, honestly. Masteroid Biolamp Custom. Ooh, that would be cool, actually. That's a really neat design. And that thing with, like, the proper, like, red color separation on the thrusters, that would be sick. Thunderbolt Gym Cannon, another awesome Thunderbolt kit. Yeah, any Gym Cannon high grade would be just awesome. If it wasn't Atlas, it could be the Sumo. Ooh, that would be another fun one. Sumo's a funky little kit from Turn A. Right? Yeah, it was Turn A. Turn A had a lot of interesting designs. Like, some of them I look at and I'm like, I don't think that could work in plastic. But then others are actually really quite nice looking. Yeah, Bandai was more than a little lazy that year. Feds or Zeke second? That's a hard choice. I'm going to say Zeke's just because they have more than 2 mobile suits that they just make infinite variants of. Thoughts on the lack of MSV HGUC kits lately? Dude, how about the lack of MSV HGUCs ever? We've literally gotten like maybe 5 of them out of the 200-some HGUC kits in the line. MG Self, dude, I would unironically lose it if they made an MG G-Self. That would be so cool. Like, I don't even like love the G-Self design, but that high grade just does such a piss poor job of representing it, and like the robot Damashi looks so great that I would love to see that kit get a second chance. I think the green crossbone thing. No, I think that's the crossbone Ghost. It's a good-looking predecessor to the V2. V2. Oh, I think I might have. I think I've seen that before. Actually, it's a. I don't know. I'll have to look that up again after the stream because I'm not sure I remember what that looks like. More MG Build Fighters kits. I'll keep bringing that up till they do it. That wouldn't be too bad, actually. I'm still surprised. I'm surprised they haven't still made a Master Grade Zaku Amazing. Like, come on. That's like such an easy one to do. Easy sales. It's a Zaku. Everyone wants one. I was planning to get the HG Tristan from Twilight Axis when the reviews came out. Damn, I changed my mind. Yeah, Tristan was a really odd choice because, like, they just reused, like, that one runner from the Alex, and all they had to have done was use the joint runner from literally anything but the Alex, and it probably would have been an okay kit. Like, really all they saved on were engineering costs, since they didn't have to, like, design a new body around it. But even then, they could have used, like, the All Gundam Project body, or the Revived body, or one of the trillion other body designs we've gotten recently that dance all over the Alex's corpse, so, you know. Oh, dude, MG Loto. I would buy, like, 4. Maybe 5. No, 4. I'd have 4, and then an Equus Jigen leading them into battle. Thoughts on if Bandai made an HGUC Perfect Gundam in Zeong? That'd be pretty darn cool. The only thing with the Perfect Gundam is, I don't think if they made a high grade, you probably wouldn't be able to take, like, all the armor and stuff off, and since that's kind of one of the cooler parts of the design, I think I'd almost rather they did a Master Grade 2.0 for that. MG 00 kits. Dude, yes. Like, I know it's such an over-requested thing, kind of, but that's because it doesn't make sense. Like, 00 is, like, the third, one of, I think it's the third. It's, like, the third best, like, most popular Gundam series of, like, the last 15 years, and it has, like, almost nothing for Master Grade. It's like, come on, guys. There's more characters in 00 than Setsuna. It has a team, for crying out loud. If we can get all 5 wing kits, if we can get all 5 GAT suits, we can get all 4 00 Gundams. I mean, come on. I would love to see G Reco get a second chance. They are actually going to give it a second chance. It's getting a compilation movie at some point. MG Equus Jigen, MG Stark Jigen, I would buy both of those. MG Unicorn 2.0. If they take what they learned from that, sure, I'd be down for that. I'm down for the Tristan if they sell that Dendrobium-looking mobile armor attachment. Ooh, wait, does it like hook up to a Dendrobium thing? Because that might actually be enough to make me actually care about Twilight Axis and give it a watch. MG Setsuna. I'm sure they've already got plans for it. MG Sakibure. Oh yeah, that 00 thing. MG Gym Cannon 3. Now that I haven't actually seen. What if Bandai decided to make MG 200 the F90? Oh, dude. That'd be so cool. Like, seriously, I'm not even like a huge F90 fan, but that's just a neat looking Gundam. And with all the extra equipment and stuff that has, I mean, yeah. That'd be awesome. And it just dawned on me how big this guy's torso is. Like, I'm going to pull in a normal size Master Grade for comparison here. So here's the Gym Sniper 2. Okay. So he's like a, what, like normal 18-ish meter mobile suit. Here's the ReZEL. Okay, maybe he's not as big as I thought he was, but he's still pretty damn big. Come on, there you go. So, it's time for some arms. So, I'm going to need the polycaps. I'm going to need the F runner. I need to clean my blade off. I'm going to need the A runner. I'm going to need the B runner. Wait, yeah, I do need the B runner. I'm also going to need the C runner and the K runners. And the I runners. I'm just getting out the runners I need for this right now because I cannot fit all the runners for this kit on the table at the same time because there's 24 of them, or 26, or some other ungodly number. What else do we have here that I need? C, D, so I do need D. In fact, I need 2 of those. Is this another D? Yes, it is. Thoughts on Barnes & Noble's killing off its Gumball section. Wait, what? Dude, are you serious? Like, is that like that's not like a nationwide thing, is it? Because if so, that kind of sucks, because they were like the only like mainstream place selling Gunpla, and if they can't sell it anymore, that's bad news, man. C's. Do I have C's? I still need the C runner. Still need the C runner, and I think that's it. so P, E, C. Here we go. C runner. Okay, so we can start on the arms now. So K30 and 34. Wait, am I building? Yeah, I'm building this twice. Okay. So K30 and 34. Probably gonna need 35. Yeah, I'm gonna need 35 too. MG Knight Superior Dragon. Dude, I would love to see any kind of Knight Gundam. Like, any kind of Knight Gundam. That's not the SD, obviously, but like a real type thing like that Shinmusha Master Grade they did. High grade Re 100. You know, I still think the Re 100 would be totally possible because they already have the Mark III mold. Just a matter of completely reskinning it as a Knight. That could totally work. But yeah, Knight Gundam, Knight Superior Dragon. That's another awesome design. I really like that. What was it called? I can't remember the name of the figure line, but it was from that line of like really expensive SD Gundam figures. I think they did a kit, or a figurine rather, of the like real proportions Knight Dragon Gundam or whatever, and it looked so good. Like, I would totally buy one, but it's like $300 or something. It's some ridiculous amount of money that I would not pay for a single figure. And yet I'm buying a high-resolution Wing Zero anyways. Although that's not really a good comparison. That's only like 120. The Knight Dragon is a lot more than 120. And to be honest, I don't even know if, even if I had the money, I don't even know if I'd be able to find one, just because it's such a rare figure. It was released, I think it was released like through the P Bondi shop or Tamashii Nation's web shop or something like that, and it was, or even if it wasn't like that, I think it was released in some way that like really, really heavily limited the numbers, so it's not something. Oh hey, didn't even notice I cut myself. That's nice. That's a slow bleed. It'll be fine. I'll just wrap some paper around it so it doesn't get everywhere and keep on building. Whenever I cut myself building Gunpla, my second concern is, did I hurt myself? And my first concern is, what did I get blood on? Because I have all my priorities perfectly straight. So, this way. I think. It must be this way. Unless it's not this way. Oh god, I am getting blood on this. I don't want to waste a band-aid on this though, because it's not really bleeding that much. I'll just squish it against the napkin and see if that helps, or just wait for it to clot up. It's so annoying when you cut yourself. Bodily harm is so inconvenient. Fortunately, though, there are, well, I don't know if it's really fortunate, but fortunately for me, that's not the worst way. I could have probably injured myself doing this. I'm sure there's many, many worse hobby injuries you can get than just nicking your finger slightly with a knife. And I did, in fact, have a little bit of nubbin. 2 bits of nub in my mouth as well, which I'm sure is real good for helping me focus on this build. Okay, well, nice case. 36, 35, 34, 35, 36. 14 and 29. $14, 12, 13, 14. I don't know, the Double Zeta might have a few glaring issues. Yeah, I look at that thing and I'm sure it's going to be pretty good, but I just don't trust transforming kits, especially master grades. If it's anything more than just like lying down on the kit's face, I immediately suspect structural problems until proven otherwise. I wonder if I could just put on a glove or something. I don't think I have any gloves, though. Oh, dude. HGUC Deep Striker? There's actually already a third-party kit for that. And there's a master grade, too, but it's, like, impossible to get a hold of and also incredibly expensive. I think Zacurelius did, like, an unboxing for it, and that's it. Like, I don't think he's gotten around to, like, actually building it yet, just because of how big it is. Such a crazy kit. Not as big as the Neo Xeon, but still. I actually got a little bit of plastic in my eye when I was building the unicorn. Didn't take long to get it out, though. Just full of gunpla injuries today. Let's see, gotta wipe off the blood. You don't like blood, do you? No, you don't. Okay. That was completely off. No, well, it wasn't completely off screen, I guess. And if you're in the chat trying to ask me something or get my attention in some way, don't worry. I'm gonna look back at you guys when I'm done with this step, because I can't really like look at the chat and do this at the same time because of how my camera's set up. So I'm gonna get to you guys in just a few minutes when I finish cleaning up all these parts. And that was clean. So the Zaku C5 came out on the 1st, actually. I really wasn't expecting it to come out that early in the month. Might have to pick one up, and that and the Jim because, you know, I mean, 2 classic grunt suits in the same month, or within the span of a month, rather. I mean, come on, that's too good to pass up. Gonna grab them and probably review them at some point. Hopefully. Okay, let's see what's going on. Maybe the PG strikers. Wait, hang on, I need to get the rest of this conversation for full context. Okay, you're talking about the Knight Superior Dragon, MG Shia Quanta. Yeah, I guess that'd be pretty cool. What are they restocking with? IBO is done, so what are they filling them with? I'm not familiar with what Barnes & Noble stocks with, but I'd imagine it would just be like whatever recent HGUC kits there are, plus like the Wing Master grades and stuff. Hobbytown USA runs out of UC kits quickly, and rather there's UC fans here in Las Vegas. Yeah, I've heard about the Las Vegas Hobbytown, and yes, I actually talked with a guy about it, and apparently they sell out of their master grades like within like a couple days when they get their shipments in. It's crazy. There's apparently a really big community there. Any advice on a PG for someone who hasn't built beyond a single MG? Yeah, maybe build a couple more MGs before you build that PG, unless you feel really ballsy and you just want to jump right into it, which you could totally do. But outside of that, I have no advice whatsoever because I've never built a PG. I want to start with a Strike Rouge, though. That thing looks cool. Hello, Miguel. Thoughts on what if Bandai decide to make more 144th Musha Gundam kits? If you're talking about reprints of the old ones, that would be pretty cool because those are pretty rare. And if you're talking about actual new ones, that would be pretty awesome as well. Kind of wanted to have a prequel series for IBO just because their Gundams are so good. Well, the thing with the alternate universe Gundam shows is they pretty much never do stuff like that. Like, if a show's really popular, you'll get like 1 or 2 manga series, and then that's usually it. Like, they don't really extend them that much, which is kind of unfortunate, but I get why they do it. It's because the alternate universe stuff kind of just exists to get people, like, into UC, so they don't really put a lot of thought into, like, perpetuating them over time. Just got your HGUC Barzam? Awesome. HG Hot Scramble? Maybe. I'm not really a fan of how the funnels look on that. Doesn't the Barzam come from the Mark II? Yes, it does. And you can actually... Oh, you know what? I didn't mention this in the review, but you can actually take the Gundam Mark II revised backpack and put it on the Barzam. Oh, Gundam Vidar. That got me so mad, because that is like the best Gundam design in the whole show. Like, 2-minute screen time tops. And the only times you see it fight are like a little bit against the Barbatos, and then him basically just mowing down what were effectively helpless roadies. Like, it was just, it deserved more as a Gundam, like, a lot more. Soon you'll have 2 P-Bondi Gigans, awesome. Might get the K-Bleh to go on with it. I'm going to assume you meant K9 because I don't know what the K-Bleh is. HE00 Jinx 4, well, I mean, we've already got most of it with that new, what was it, Superbia? Superbia Jinx, we already got most of it with that new Superbia, so could happen. My unicorn once had blood on it. Oh, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt it. That's a very pointy kit. Oh, dude. Mega Size Neo Zeon? That would be like, what, like 10 feet tall? Well, 8 feet maybe? Yeah, that would be like at least 8 feet tall. P-Bondi Ultimate IBO Weapon and Handset. It annoyed me so much that they didn't, like, give you proper accessories with the IBO kits. Like, come on, like, I get that they were trying to make them, like, cheap or whatever, but, like, I mean, the 00 high grades had alternate left hands, and those only cost, like, 1,200 yen, so there's really some big problems with those kits as far as giving you what you need. Who agrees on an HGC Striker Custom? Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. It's, I like it because it kind of reminds me of the Pale Rider. Gonna try to scroll down through. MG Humming... Oh, dude. MG Hummingbird would be awesome. That would be, like, that would be so cool. They need to do the blue version and the red one. Also, HG Thunderbolt, Zagok, and Aqua... Oh, dude, everything Thunderbolt. Just everything. Even the ball. Well, actually, we got the ball as, like, a magazine kit. MG Kusi? Yes. Dude, the Kusi was on that Re-100 Now planning thing, so they've at least given it thought, even if they aren't actively doing it right now. Not only is the MG Noble long due, it actually was planned at one point. Like, Kakarot actually did a video about this where he talked about a bunch of, like, unreleased kits, and I actually do recommend checking that out sometime if you haven't seen it, because it was really interesting, and one of the things he showed was, like, a whole bunch of G Gundam kits that they actually never released. So they were going to do master grades for, like, the Nobel Gundam and the Rising Gundam and the Dragon Gundam, and all this cool stuff that never came to be, and it's really kind of sad to see that those didn't make it. Yeah, Hummingbird would be expensive. I have not tried the Gundam Versus beta yet because I don't have a PS4. Or actually any kind of console. I'm not really a console gamer. Or any kind of gamer for that matter. Yeah, I was about to say the Striker Custom's not really that different from the GM Striker. IBO Calamity War movie? I don't really think so. I feel like the Calamity War is kind of like the war at the start of Gundam X, where it works better if they don't show you, like, every single detail of it and you just get, like, hints of it. Like, I feel if they actually showed the war, it would just be, like, showing too much of it and it wouldn't really work. But that's just me, though. I always like it when there's some element of the backstory that's not completely explained. Like, I just like that it adds a little extra mystery to it. Penelope over Kusi? I actually like the Kusi more, although the Penelope is pretty cool too. HG Turn X? Yes, that would be awesome. So, I'm gonna make sure that my thumb has in fact stopped bleeding. Close enough. And I'm gonna start assembling these arms. So, how the heck is this gonna work? What? Huh? It's not like this, is it? Oh. Maybe? Yeah. And then definitely like that. And then oh, these are going to be those missile pod things in the arms, I think. Maybe this will be something else. What is this going to be? Oh, it does move. So that could mean something. I currently plan an MG type sport unit that folds over the head. Penalties, okay, what's going on here? It folds over the head like penalties bird mode, but that would be hard to make. What would you pilot in Gunpla Battle second? Probably a green frame Astray, but like armed up kind of like the EZSR or like the blue frame with like all the weapons where it just has like a bunch of missile pods and guns and stuff all over it. Maybe even give it sort of like front skirt subarms, kind of like the Advanced Hazel has. Or actually also, I like the head of the Advanced Hazel too. I'd probably try to work that in somehow. Or maybe just pilot a straight up Hazel. I don't know yet. Okay, and that's what the O-Riser was talking about, was what you would pilot in Gunpla Battle. Okay, that makes sense. So, I2, I3, K32, PCX. Start with PCs. PC runner that goes up to X. That's how you know you're working on a master grade. And if it goes up to like AA and BB and CC, that probably means you're working on a perfect grade. iRunner. Here we go. 3 and what is it? It's... Oh, I'm building just one arm now. Okay, so I need 2 and 3. K32. And D7. I don't know how much the arms are going to be able to get done tonight. Master grade limbs are pretty complicated. Alright, I didn't need 2 of these yet, do I? Just the one, and that was very close to disaster. I'm honestly not sure what this kit's going to be like when I'm done. Because, I mean, I like the ReZEL design, it's pretty cool, but I've not seen a whole lot of good things about this kit. Mostly just bought it out of curiosity, if we're being honest. I mean, I'm not expecting a lot from it. But it might just surprise me, so I'm going to keep an open mind and see how this goes. I don't think... this way. This goes on like this. And then like up in the bottom slot or the middle slot? Goes in this slot. Yeah, because that makes it flush. And I did not denub this part in any way, shape, or form. Can't believe I forgot that. You know, the first time I built a Master Grade, I was, like, amazed by the inner frame, and, like, I, you know, just built the frame for a little while, and then, like, left that on display until I got bored of it, and then I actually built the rest of the kit, and now when I build, shit, I forgot a part. Now when I build inner frames, it's just, like, something to do before the kit's done. They've kind of lost their magic. Oh, that's for the, I think that's for those little missile things. Huh. There we go. That's a tight fit. Sure hope I don't need to take that off again. And this goes up to here. Just like that. Hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, why didn't I build, like, any missiles for this? This is the arm with the beam sabers in it. So the other arms can be different. Now it makes sense. But I actually don't need to make the other arm yet. I need to finish this arm. Before I do that, it's back to the chat. I would love a support unit with missiles and some beam adapters so I can dock to friends and help out. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Kind of like, you mean like kind of like a Methis thing where you got like the cables with the things they can like plug into other suits. That'd be a pretty cool feature to add to a mobile suit. I don't think they've done that yet in Build Fighters. How many MG's Ocu 2.0s have you built so far? Somewhere between 0 and none. Bandai should have a program similar to LEGO ideas for fans can submit their own ideas and vote on certain ones they like after a certain number of votes. Yes, that would actually be a really cool idea. That would be a really fun thing to see. Or like, what if they made like official model kits of like the winners of each year's like Builders World Cup? Wouldn't that be so cool? That would be awesome. Just arrived with being built. Oh, I'm building a. Yeah, okay, never mind. You figured it out. It's a ReZEL. Woo, Stream, how goes the ReZEL build? It goes pretty well. I've only cut myself once so far, and it's only slightly bleeding, so I think I'm good. Just ordered a Nemo from Amazon. Cool. High grade or master grade? Because the master grade is actually pretty awesome. High grade's cool too, though. Okay, yeah, you got the high grade. HGUC unicorn version. Alright. Alright. Hi, ECW2S. Good to see you here. Also want to see a master grade Calamity Sword. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Also, what I really want to see is the, I think out of all the, like, what I guess people call them, like, the druggy suits, but, like, the second generation, like, that trio of mobile suits from Steed, out of all of those that I would ever want master grades of, I think the highest one for me would have to be the Rot Forbidden Gundam. If you don't know what it is, look it up, because it's fucking amazing. Are you friends with Zaku Relius and Javi the Hong? No, I'm not actually, unfortunately. Anyone know Endmaker? Can't say I do. What if Advance of Zeta Flag of the Titans would be adapted into an anime? I think it would make less sense than Twilight Axis because as far as I understand, it's not actually a coherent story. It's just like a bunch of like text paragraphs from like a photo article from a magazine. So I can't imagine there being enough there to make an actual story. I've never been able to get into the Calamity Gundam. It always has such gaudy colors, and even underneath the colors, like the design, like doesn't really do much for me. Like it's got some interesting things going on, but still, it's not really not my type of Gundam. F4 and F3. I need B1. Still got a bit of Triscuit stuck in my throat. So, hopefully I'll be able to finish this arm, and once I finish the right arm here, I'm probably going to call it a night, because I don't think I'll have enough time to finish the other arm, although I might be wrong. We'll have to see how that goes. So, uh-oh, am I bleeding again? God damn it, I am bleeding again. Okay. I don't think I got too much blood on it. Okay, I'm going to grab another napkin. Okay, that's not going to get in the way at all. Is this the right part? 3 and 4. Well, the other one clips on fine. I feel like those are going to pop off a lot. Where's the C runner? Oh yeah, here's the C runner. Oh wow, there's a cool inner frame for the shoulders. At some point I'm going to have to find a way to get the chat somewhere where I can see it while I'm filming, so that I can, you know, actually interact with you guys while I'm doing this. One of the things that's annoying about the mobile streaming app, or mobile streaming function of the YouTube app, is that I can't always see the chat. So like even if I look over here like right now, the chat will only pop up if someone says something. So if no one said anything for like 20 seconds or so, it actually disappears. Or not even that, like 10 seconds. So sometimes if I look over there, I can't even see it. So I'm going to need to find a way to view it on a desktop or something. How do I get this to work? That's something I have to think about another time. Right now I just want to get this done. I have to put this... Wait, where's this supposed to go? Oh, I am not putting that on. No way. Look at that. Look at that raised up. See that little raised up bump there? You're supposed to take this round sticker and like crinkle it all around there. That's just stupid. I'm not doing that. Nope. Nope, that's just dumb. Like the 5's up above? Sure, fine, that's okay. But those circles are a big nope. If I had my thumb free, I might try to paint it, but those circles aren't happening right now. Or ever, because that's just stupid. I need B3. Actually, you know what? Why don't I check the chat again before I do that? And Maker is a pretty talented builder. Got third place in Gunpowder Builders World Cup. As a channel has some pretty high quality content. I think I might have seen some of his builds at least. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of P-Bond I have to do in MG Barbatos. Hopefully they'll do something like the SD with like just the basic one where they give you all the stuff, or at least most of it. Because like, it's such trivial variation that they really could just give you all of it and then, you know, do Lupus and Rex as separate kits or whatever. Any advice on the MG fingers? I can't get them to stay in the palm mold. What I find helps with that is, first of all, I think I talked about this with my GM Sniper too, but you have to be careful with those kind of hands when you're putting them together. When you take the palm part and clip it onto the back of the hand, you don't want to press on the front part because you can like bend that piece in and stretch it out. Also, if they're already a problem, you can take a little bit of like floor polish or clear nail polish or something that'll something clear that'll like thicken up the joint and just put that in the connection, and that'll make it fit a lot tighter. Oh no, Steffi's father found him. What about a line of model kit MS cockpits? That would be cool, actually, especially for some of the more complicated ones like the unicorn cockpit. Oh, good, he didn't see him. Steffi's safe. Holy shit, dude, it's 2 a.m. where you are? Dude, I can't believe you're staying up for this stream. That's amazing. I like the Civilian Astray. It's pretty cool. What's your take on this kit from what you've built so far? I think it's okay so far. I haven't had any major problems with it yet, but I think once I have everything together, there's going to be a lot of weight and stability problems here. How many modes can an MS have, GBF? I'm assuming that means Gundam Build Fighters, but that still wouldn't make that sentence make any sense. Oh good, Steffi found a cool song on the radio. MG Bright Noah with bag orders and slapping effects. He also needs a half-eaten hamburger. Definitely get the Master Grade Jesta Brady. It is way cooler. Like the high grade Jesta is cool, but the Master Grade is just amazing. Like it's probably one of the top 10 they've ever done easily. I'm not only up for the stream, I mean it's a major part of the reason I just suck at sleeping. Well, keep on sucking at sleeping, Steffi. What if Double Zeta Gundam was more grim than Zeta Gundam? Well, then it wouldn't be the Double Zeta Gundam we all know and love to hate. Seriously though, I actually kind of like Double Zeta Gundam. Like, I don't think it's great, but I think it's actually kind of fun in like a really stupid kind of way. C14, C16. A20. Oh, this thing. Gotta have an F1. I think this might be the quietest stream I've ever done. But it's also the most productive one I've ever done, so it's kind of a one or the other deal. Either I talk a lot and do literally nothing, or I don't say anything and I get half a kit built. Should probably put down the knife before I start mashing things together. Almost there. Just gotta do a hand. But before I do that, as always, back to the chat. I mean, sometimes on GBF they use modes like burning, burst, and transam. Oh, like how many modes can it possess together? I'd imagine not more than one, only because that would be OP as hell. But I'm sure at some point we're gonna see like something really stupid, like a transam exam system moonlight butterfly combo or something like that. And it's probably gonna be used by Sekai because he has all the stupid overpowered crap. Your opinion on the design of the Zeta Gundam and Double Zeta Gundam? I like the Zeta. It's actually one of my favorite UC suits. However, I think engineering-wise, it's not a well-designed mobile suit because, like, we've gotten a couple good kits of it, but for the most part, the fact that so many of them have failed kind of just proves that it's a really over-engineered design. Like, I love it. I love both modes, but for that, I can't give it too high of a rating. And as for the Double Zeta, I've never been able to get into it. It's always looked too kind of toy-like for me, but that's just maybe just a weird thing. Could I add? No, I guess I couldn't add ear blasting music with the setup I have right now, because I don't think I can have other things running while I have the stream going. Otherwise, I would just find like the most like unobtrusive royalty-free music and just crank it up as high as I could. Yeah, yep, like you said, gotta go royalty-free. At least not like Double Gundam Reviews stream where he talked about dildos. Oh, I mean, it could be if you want. I don't want to do that right now, though, so we're not gonna go that route. Ouch, that Jesta cannon is twice as much as a regular Jesta. Yeah, that's what P-Bondi kits are like. You're paying twice as much for something that's about 3/4 as good. I don't hate the Double Zeta, I just think it's kind of boring. Oh wait, are you talking about the show? Because if you're talking about the show, I don't hate that either. I just think it's pretty okay, and it's actually got some fun parts in it. Have I heard of Mobile Suit Moon Gundam? No, I have not. Thoughts on lack of Gurren Lagann model kits and transformable figures? Didn't Kotobukiya do some kits for it? I'm pretty sure they did. I'm going to have a Trans Am O-Riser custom with exam. I mean, it's only a sport unit, so it won't be OP. Until I dock a Burning Burst Trans Am Hyper Burning 00 Gundam. Okay. Thoughts on RMSV? I'm going to assume you're talking about MSVR, and I'm just going to say that I fucking love it. Because it has the Aqua GM, and it has the Gundam 7th, and I think it has the Mudrock Gundam as well, so that's like a triple win right there. Not even counting all the other stuff. This is a cool arm. Anyways, hand time. So, 7. I feel my Band-Aid turban slowly coming off. Or 10. I need both. And there goes my finger turban. This is really awkward. Actually, you know what? I don't think it's bleeding anymore. You know, I was in that stream with Ed, watching it, and I still don't understand how the conversation got to dildos. And again, it was pretty late at night, so I don't really remember much. Just a bunch of screwing around with paints and Gundam markers and Avalanche Exia and the Tall Geese 3. And discovered that my red Gundam marker is absolute crap. Like I shook it really well and everything, but it still had like these weird like particles coming out of it, so I'm gonna have to grab another one at some point. Oh wow, these are some real nice nub marks. I gotta be able to clean those up better. Oh wow, nub marks on all of these. Well, I guess I was still wearing the finger turban. I did some of them. It's not. Wait. Got that backwards. There we go. $31. How are we doing for time? Almost an hour and 45 minutes. Okay. So, I'm assuming the handbacks will be on the A. Yeah, they're on the A runner. Okay, that's just as expected. How am I doing for battery? Let's see... 23... Ooh, okay, 23%. So, I'm going to definitely have to finish this once I finish this hand. I'm going to put the hand on the body. I'm going to put the hand on the arm, put the arm on the body, and then probably call it good there. I have my tablet plugged into the charging port, and it's still draining the battery. I'm going to be so mad if this breaks. Like just right here, after I finished all that time building it. There we go. Hope I don't have to take that out ever again. These pieces are still not liking to stay on. I have a feeling that's going to get annoying. But yeah. Little Master Grade ReZEL. Or not that little actually, it's pretty big. Plus a bunch of miscellaneous arm parts I'm going to have to get to at some other time. So yeah. Master Grade ReZEL. I'm going to put him next to the RG Unicorn for scale. And also the little General Revel dude. So yeah, I'm just going to run through the chat one last time. Just because I do feel like I need to interact with you guys a little more, because I wasn't really chatting a whole lot. while I was building it. Oh, wow. A lot of stuff happened. Oh, I'm thinking of... Yeah, you're right. I was thinking of MMSV. MMSV is awesome. MSVR, um, I can't remember exactly what was in it, but I do know that the MSVR Return of Johnny Raiden manga is absolutely amazing, and I'm loving it so far. I've read maybe like half of what's out right now, and I definitely want to finish it. I've not watched Noragami, but it does look pretty cool. Thoughts on Gundam Sentinel? I think it's pretty good. I'm not sure how it is story-wise, because I don't believe it's been translated, but I do like the mobile suits from it. Thoughts on the Megami device kits? Are those ones where it's like the girl with like the two different like weapon option parts, and they do like two versions, some with some parts and some with the other one, or am I thinking of something else? Because now that I say it, I think I'm thinking of something else. Because Kotobuki, I believe, has done quite a few like Mecha Musume kits recently. Why did the people of Japan vote IBO as the most depressing Gundam series when Victory Gundam exists? Because absolutely nobody watched Victory Gundam, that's why. Baz is cool. Thoughts on the concept of AUUC? I think it's confusing as hell, and I really wish they wouldn't do it, but if they absolutely must, I guess they might as well make it better. That made no sense. Let me rephrase that. I think it's kind of stupid, and it clutters up the timeline and makes it really confusing for new people getting into the hobby. But if it's something like Gundam the Origin, where they're taking a less than great show and they're making it better, I'm actually kind of okay with it, but I still wish they would make things like Origin and Thunderbolt line up with the main UC storyline a bit more. And now apparently there's an argument going on as to whether or not Victory or IBO is more depressing. I haven't seen Victory, but I'd imagine it's more depressing, considering IBO, honestly, to me, wasn't that depressing. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like that ending, but I was just kind of slightly okay with it. Dude, Unicorn wasn't sad. Unless, oh, okay, I think I remember now what you're crying about. Yeah, that was a little sad, a little tragic. Yeah, Victory itself, it wasn't so much that Victory as a show was exceptionally depressing, it was just that Tomino was like super, super, super depressed when he wrote it. Oh no, not the Shambhala girl, I'm talking about the other one. The other major character death near the end. Yeah, like Jetfire said, Tomino was in actual depression when he made Victory. By the way, second order Jigen HGTA, the Equus one. Steffi, didn't you already have an Equus Jigen? He was kind of depressed when he wrote Zeta, but I think Victory was like the absolute like lowest point for him as far as that. Yeah, it's a ReZEL. Welcome to the stream, Lazar. You came in just in time to watch the end of it. Fighting phase of Victory is warped. Tell me how to display. Dismay. Victory didn't kill off anyone that felt the main care for. Then he's forced to make the main MS show up. Don't leave yet, I need your help, too dumb to sleep. Okay, if you think really hard about it and focus on it, I think you can sleep. And even in the worst case scenario, when this finishes, there's going to be like an archived version that's going to show up my channel. And all you have to do is just drag the little slider back to the beginning and watch the whole thing again, and you'll have 2 more hours of quality entertainment. And since I barely even interacted with the chat at all, it almost is like just a regular video. You can just watch it over and over and over again until you fall asleep. One of my more veteran fans really had an issue with how advanced all the MS are on Thunderbolt for being set at the same time as the original series. Yeah, Thunderbolt is alternate universe UC, and that's one of the reasons it is like that, is because Yeah, there's definitely some tech in it that shouldn't be there in the original series, but that's because the writer of Thunderbolt was literally just told he could do whatever he likes with it. They just said, don't worry about, making this fit in with anything, just write the story you want to write in the UC, and just, we'll say it's alternate universe. And that's how Thunderbolt came to be, and I think it actually benefited from it, because while it is maybe a little anachronistic, it's still pretty darn awesome. Thoughts on Mobile Suit Outer Gundam Universe? I don't know what that is. Thoughts on F91 MSV? I think there's some pretty awesome MSV stuff. You know what? Pretty much, actually, there's a lot of just cool stuff, period, from F91. We need to get some more F91. Oh, you have oh, right, yeah, the Conroy version. Yeah. Okay. 2S, I got a Shin Mazinger after J. Oh, cool, like a figure or a model kit? Thoughts on F91? I think the animation looks beautiful. I'm not expecting much out of the story, although I do still want to watch it at some point. When I do, though, I'm going to try to see if I can pick it up on Blu-ray at some point, which would probably require getting a Blu-ray player, but still, I want to watch it on Blu-ray because it looks so nice that I want to experience it with like that full HD look, so I'm going to watch it at some point. I think it's really interesting how it was like originally supposed to be a show, and from what I read, they were actually going to make like a whole bunch of other shows that took place after it. It was going to be like the start to like a new kind of era of the UC. And I think it was an interview with, I don't know if it was Tomino, but it was an interview I read online with somebody who was involved with the development of F91, and he said they really were expecting it to be like the next big Gundam series, so it's kind of sad to see what happened to it. Thoughts on F90? Pretty awesome, too. Oh, the model kit, that's cool. Will you buy the Gym Sniper Custom? Maybe at some point, probably not at release. Yes, I do need to buy an HG Echo SG, and it looks pretty damn cool. I bet you'd fall in love with your inner frames again if you got yourself an MG Zaku 2.0. Yeah, that kit does have a really awesome frame. In fact, pretty much all the 1 Year War Master Grades, like, the Aku guy, the Zagok, the Zaku, the Gelgoog, the Gundam, the Jim, they all have really awesome inner frames. Which Gundam series is my favorite? Probably, I would have to say, generally just the best written, most entertaining, and just well-done Gundam series I've seen would probably be War in the Pocket. Like, I know it's an OVA and not really a proper TV show, but I just love that so much. Liked it when I first watched it, and then I rewatched it recently and really saw so much more in it than I did before. It's a really, really powerful show. Thoughts on the HGUC FA-78-3? FA-78-3. Is that the Heavy Gundam? Because FA-78-1 is the full armor. I think FA-78-2 is like the full armor in like the Gundam G3 colors. And then 3 is the Heavy. Maybe? What's the next second opinion? Probably going to be the real grade Sinanju. I thought the full armor 7th... No, full armor 7th Gundam is like FA-78-7, right? I think it's FA-78-7. But yeah, I really like it. I want to pick up one soon and review it because not enough people have talked about that kit. Thoughts on War in the Pocket MSV? I didn't even know that existed. Well, actually, that's not true. I knew about the full armor Alex, and that's it. Any fans of Ecole de Ciel? I like the Lacine. I think that's a really interesting mobile suit design, but that's about all I know about it. O-Riser or 7 Sword? I'm going to say probably 7 Sword. I know when it comes to the Master Grade, I definitely like the look of the 7 Sword more, but in general, I think the O-Riser makes it a little cooler. But I don't know, it's kind of a tough choice. I'm going to say XN Riser is my favorite out of those two, because I can't choose between the others. O Gundam Rollout or ACD? I like the ACD colors, but I also like the beam feather, or beam field, I guess, effect that the Rollout colors has. Okay, the Full Armor Gundam is FA-78-3. Oh, well then yes, I do like the Full Armor Gundam 7th. Very cool looking kit. Unicorn Build Fighter Season 1? Yeah, those were both really fun shows. Crossbone or F91? F91, because I didn't like Crossbone that much. I'm not planning on buying the Zaku 2 High Mobility at all. HG Lacine? That would be pretty cool. I should get an MG Camphor. Yeah, I'm going to probably get one at some point. I also have a high grade that I really do want to paint soon, and I might even paint this fall, if I'm lucky and I have the time to do it. But we'll have to see how that goes. Unicorn High New, High New. I love High New, but as long as it's the 2005 design. If it's the other High New, I don't like it. Hoping for a Metal Build F91 model kit. Not really. Like, I wasn't really a big fan of the Metal Build F91 design. That was one of the first ones they did where I really didn't feel it that much. Least favorite Gundam series? I'm going to say probably out of what I've seen... I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but I'm going to say G Gundam, because I could not get into that at all. Like, at all. GM Sniper K9. If you're talking like OG GM Sniper, like the 8th MS Team one, then K9 all the way. But if we're talking GM Sniper 2 versus K9, I'm going to say GM Sniper 2 Lido Wolf colors. GM Sniper 3, I did not know that existed. Jigen or Girazulu? Girazulu, definitely Girazulu. Especially the Angelo Software Custom, I love that gun pack it has. What will you do with the camphor? I'm going to paint it metallic red and detail up the joint parts and the weapons. Yeah, MG Amazing camphor would be awesome. My favorite GM variant is the Aqua GM. Which design do you lead more towards, the Sotheby Verka or the new Verka? Definitely the Sotheby. Amazing Red Warrior or Camphor Amazing? Camphor Amazing, definitely. Thoughts on the Gym Sniper and Gym Sniper 2 not being related at all? I think it makes about as much sense as the Gym Cannon and Gym Cannon 2 not being related at all. Do I think they'll make an MG Zaku Sniper? Probably not, but there's some pretty cool resin kits for it out there, so at least there's that. Zeta 3 or Zeta Plus A1? That's a hard choice, but I'm going to say Zeta 3. I really like those colors. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that even further. Lightning Zeta Gundam Asperos. That's like my favorite version of the Zeta 3 colors. Favorite Titan suit? I mean, the Hazel's definitely up there, but and so is the Barzam. The Marsai is really awesome. But if I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be the Ashmar. I really like the Ashmar. And I also, even more than that, like the Anksha. Nyx Providence or Calamity Gundam? Nyx Providence. Oh, yeah, Nyx Providence. I'm going to say Calamity just because I really don't like the Nyx Providence. What happened to the first Soundwave? He's under my floorboards. Favorite Haman Neo Zeon suit? I don't know which one specifically she piloted, so I'm going to just say Q-Blade because I know she piloted that. Has there ever been a P-Bondi kit you regret missing out on? Oh, yeah, lots of them. But ultimately, I don't really regret it because they tend to not be that much more expensive on the secondary market. The only one I can think of that I really never see for like cheap enough to justify it would probably be the Red Zeta, because I'm not a huge fan of that Zeta 2.0 mold, but that Red Zeta, dude, is just so cool. Like, I love it. I love everything about it, and I'm really annoyed they made it P-Bondi. Like, I get why they did it. It's a design no one's heard of and all that, but still, that thing's like 50% new tooling. Yeah, Wave Shooter Zeta is pretty cool. Zazabi or Sinanju? Sinanju all the way, and you know what's even better than the Sinanju? Rebawu. Rebawu is my favorite full frontal suit by far. Age 1 or Age 2? Age 2. Will I be getting an HGUC of Freak Kai? Probably not. Actually, no, not at all. Age FX is a really cool suit. I think my favorite out of Age was probably the Age 3 Orbital. Is the first Soundwave a skeleton? Little more than a skeleton. Green Frame or Matsumina? Oh, a Matsumina, no contest. High-Res EW. Probably not going to be getting any of the Jigen reissues. I do kind of like the Pico Jigen, but I'm not sure I'm actually going to pick it up. Want to buy the BTF Tactical Arms, the 2 Gerbers for the RG Astray? I actually almost picked that up recently. It looks pretty cool. What do you do outside this channel and hobby? Not a whole hell of a lot. H2 Darkhound or Crossbone Gundam? Crossbone Gundam X2 Kai. Stray Blue Frame D or Second Revise? I like them both. Are you getting the Blue Destiny Unit 1 and 2? Well, I have the Blue Destiny Unit 1, and depending on what else interesting is coming out that month, I might also get the Blue Destiny Unit 2. Anyways, it's been about a couple hours now. I already answered that, Donald. I said high-res EW, and I gotta go eat something. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna end the stream right here. Thank you guys for showing up. Hopefully I'll try to do another stream like this next weekend. Until you then, I'm Second Soundwave, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, dudes.